Hey everybody, I'm Vincent.
I'm Jonathan.
And today, I don't remember what I was going to say. And today we're talking about the latest Drenge project, Strange Creatures. And I didn't have to look down at that. I promise. I promise. I'm a professional reviewer. Drenge is a English three-piece rock band. They take their name from what they thought the noise. The band takes their name from something that would sound like a noise that we would be playing on stage, which is the best way to name your band or your children.
I'm gonna name my child something I feel like I'm gonna be screaming at them. So this is little shit. This is shut the fuck up.
Their latest release, Strange Creatures, is 10 songs, 30 minutes. It's the third studio album released under Infectious Records, and it actually has a decent amount of tracks produced by Ross Orton, who produced Arctic Monkeys AM, which is a record I don't personally like, but it was huge for them. Not, I guess, for mainstreamly getting their name out, because they had big indie status, but they didn't have big
AM was their
alternative
big commercial success, where their songs are all over the fucking
which
radio.
Is I sense that an influence of that in a weird way, but I think they do it better than Arctic Monkeys, especially a lot of the spoken word bits, which sound like they're off of their last release. Mm-hmm. What was it?
Fucking the Hotel Lounge
and Casino. That was actually okay. Release, actually. More looking back onto it, better than a lot of their previous material. Because I could stomach it. But anytime, like, to start off with, like, some spoken word bits on Bonfire, the City Boys, you get this really, like, chaotic nature. Mm-hmm. And Strange Creatures, what I assume to be about is humans as these creatures. Don't look in the capture and adjust your hair, you hippie. But it's kind of about humans. They are the strange creatures and how they do these things, and why they all do these things, and how they have this chaotic, animalistic nature. Is essentially kind of the core of this album for me personally. Moments like Bonfire, the City, where it feels like, I don't know, reminds me of what's that film where the guy goes in the toilet and he's on drugs, he's on heroin?
Trainspotting.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. I don't know why. Just gives me that nature. Like, it's just this rebel. He's being chased. There's these rowdy people all around them.
He's on heroin.
They're all on heroin.
Everybody. Was this in Dayton?
Yeah, it sounds like Dayton. It sounds like Dayton, Ohio, more than UK, because only the hip people do heroin. And Dayton's hip as
it wasn't UK.
fuck.
It was in Scotland.
Yeah, they're from UK.
Oh, if I were talking about Trainspotting stuff.
We're kind of talking about all three things simultaneously.
Dayton, Ohio, Trainspotting, Drenge.
Yeah. We can probably push Seymour down the toilet if we really wanted to.
Poor Seymour.
Not poor Seymour. He did it to himself.
He pushed himself down the toilet?
And that's what we say to the police. But
God damn it.
Yeah, I Bonfire of the City Boys has this chaotic, merging nature. I like how it kind of gets starting out this like spoken word track, getting into a more punk-esque feel, which is really, really nice. Prom Night also has a similar thing, but it has a more slow, almost prom dancing-esque nature, talking about how the frontman's sister was killed during prom night in what I assume to be a shooting or some type of stabbing or persistent murder. Is that what you would call it?
Persistent
murder?
Spree kill?
How would you, but with a knife? What would that
like
be?
Just going on like a murder spree?
Yeah, that's probably the best.
Spree killing.
Spree killing. Is that a real word?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do like, because my school was sad. I had to do like a ton of projects on like spree killing and like the different like classifications of them.
They're setting you up for success.
They were.
Look where you are now.
I'm getting ready to graduate from college.
But you hang out with me. Not your biggest mistake.
Probably.
Yeah. But talking about how he never saw his sister again after that, and kind of the sad nature and kind of chaotic nature and the animalistic nature of killing and someone taking another person's life. Then we get into like kind of a weird. This thing has a ton of themes, and I don't think for the most part it has like a consistent like narrative thread that ties everything in.
No.
Which I think I needed that or something, not like a single narrative, but like a single theme instead of like a broad theme, because autonomy.
Autonomy.
I can't read. I never learned. I never passed third grade.
Why do I hang out with you then?
Can you teach me how to read?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. You probably can read worse than me. Autonomy, where it's kind of about...
Did you just call it autonomy?
I said auto, and then I
Okay.
fucked up, because I knew I fucked up.
Autonomy.
I can't read. Please, sir, don't make fun of me.
No, I'm not making fun of you. I'm teaching you.
No.
I'm going to teach you how to read,
No, I
Vincent.
don't want your help.
The only thing I can't help you with is saying your THs.
Tuck two.
What the hell?
I
are
added
you
THs to fuck you.
talking- I got it.
It was a good joke.
You're
Quality
fucking
mean.
stupid.
You can tuck my dick. We're talking about kind of this, mentions things like dreams of electric sheep and what is it? The thing where you test not artificial intelligence, uncanny valley, where it's kind of about this uncanny valley-istic urge of nature and almost the creation of a new, I guess, topple to the human race, but also comparing that to just humans in general and how they act. I just feel like it's kind of off. While it's nice to hear kind of an electric-inspired moment on this album, I think this album actually has a decent amount of differentiating things. While I don't like all the twists and turns it provides us, I like that they're there.
Yeah.
I like how we get into more electric moments, more punk moments. There's saxophone on a few of these tracks. It goes to more intimate spaces, more large spaces. I think it kind of all over the place with the sound, and I decently like it.
I love how it kind of explores the full range of like post-punk from like its inception and history. You get sounds like When I Look Into Your Eyes, which starts off with the like super 80s, like and like it's just like this super 80s vibe, and I personally love that track. For
Yeah,
that
it comes
reason.
off really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why I burped. I'm sorry.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, I'm a human pig, and that's why I'm a strange creature. Avalanches has this very chaotic nature. Like, the avalanche is going to fall. Like, humanity's going to fall. We're all going to fall. Kind of like just ice caps are going to melt. Global warming. Politicians are shitheads.
We're all gonna die.
We're all going to die. We're all going to die. Never See the Signs is a nice, I guess, modern, contemporary top 40 pop, post-punk jingle, I guess.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think it's the best version of that track, because I think like it kind of Strange Creatures always kind of follows that vibe, but this is the better version of it. I think one of my biggest complaints is I don't like the consistency of the front man's vocals. I like when he does the spoken word thing. I don't think he needs to entirely do that, but I just feel some moments these hooks are either poorly written sometimes, and they just come off as sloppy when he does them. I think that's more of a stylistic thing of the writing, or we're getting just like some of these verses just feel really long or weird tempoed or just kind of out of place, and it's more because of his performance. But I like how they're covering themes across this entire thing. I like how they're covering scope and size and production across the entire thing, and I feel like we're getting a decent amount of coverage of post-punk, as you mentioned, and the different styles and kind of
It's like new wave.
yeah, which is really nice. And there's some moments I definitely would come back to. Bonfire of the City Boys, Prom Night, Never See the Signs, Avalanches, When I Look Into Your Eyes, even Autonomy. I don't know why I keep on saying. I keep on saying Autonomy. That's a good film name. Autonomy. It's about cars that have bodies.
Anywho, moving on.
So Transformers.
God damn it.
But with like muscles. Just like it has a six pack. Yeah.
Nav, you should immediately drop out of the film program.
No,
That's what your future looks like.
I think I should immediately go on DeviantArt.
I can't. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I don't think they're doing anything super new on here, but I think they're giving us a good coverage of that. With future projects, they with a lot more polish, they can provide something really well-founded.
Yeah, they're not doing anything new, but like they have a distinct personality through it all. It's kind of like when we reviewed Yak. Like Yak was clearly like drowning in their influences. They're clearly drowning in their influences, but the difference is they're like
their influences.
themselves.
The influences are more themselves, but the influences are more like broad genres
Yeah.
or periods and genres than
than like very clear like artists.
like Jack White or like what else? King
Cage,
Gizzards.
and Cage the Elephant. And
Like this
Arctic
is very.
Monkeys, yeah.
This sounds like moments sound like Arctic Monkeys, but it also has Ross Orton, and the moments that sound like not Cage the Elephant, Arctic Monkeys the most are the ones with Ross Orton. So I think that's just more his side effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm really I'm positive about this record. I just don't think I like it all the way through. I don't want to go back and listen to the entire thing through again, but there are moments I really want to come back to. So keep in mind that all scores are meaningless and futile. Right now, at this current moment, I'm feeling like a 6 with a gold star for effort and hopeful positivity.
6.5.
Always these dumbass hats.
Always gotta have a 0.5.
This is a dumb running joke, and I want it to die.
It will never die.
But until next time, guys, I'm Vincent.
I'm Jonathan.
And see ya, boyos.